Hello again, everyone. In this session, we'll be discussing the volume profile. Before we see how to add the volume profile to our chart, I should mention that it shows us the highest volume traded during that day, which is displayed as the POC, or POC. Point of control means this is where the most volume was traded, and it also plots the VAH and VAL for us. I'll explain how the calculations work in more advanced lessons, but it basically shows that 70% of the volume is here. Now, what's our strategy with the volume profile? We have a POC, a VAH, and a VAL. When price comes down to the VAH from above, we should enter a buy here. If it does manage to break through, then we should look to sell on the pullback. And if the price happens to open from below, we should sell right here. But if it breaks above, then we should enter a buy position. That was a very brief overview. We have many days where the volume profile is P-shaped, meaning bullish, B-shaped, meaning bearish, D-shaped, meaning it's a range day, or B-shaped, meaning there are two distributions. Two distributions with both buying and selling, but don't you worry. We'll be discussing all of these in detail, making sure to explain each part so everything is clear and easy to follow. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll switch over to the Euro-Dollar chart as an example. For this, I'll open a 12-day chart, which helps us get a broader view of recent price movements and trends. Then I'll set the chart to 60 minutes so we can take a closer look at how the price has been moving within each hour. This way we can see both the bigger picture and the smaller details as we continue our discussion. Let's zoom out a bit more so you can see it clearly. In the indicators section, select the volume profile. Guys, we'll introduce many volume profile tools to you, but what I want to show you now in this introductory course is the order flow volume profile. Okay, it doesn't need any special settings, so I'll just click OK. That means everything is already set up the way it should be, and I don't have to change anything or worry about making adjustments. By clicking OK, I'm just confirming that the default options are fine for what I need, and I can move on without doing anything extra. So you see, the volume profile looks something like this. If you notice, let me increase the days so we can see more profiles. You can view the volume profile daily, weekly, monthly, or even yearly. Don't use it for anything less than daily. Guys, we have a VAH shown with a blue line, a POC with a red line, and a VAL also shown with a blue line. And we have these clusters, we call these clusters, and if you look closely, where the most volume was traded, 70% of the volume, we have the largest cluster. For instance, here, 70% of the volume is the largest cluster. It's basically saying that the most volume for that day was traded right here. Now let's go over that strategy I briefly mentioned and work through it together. Guys, this is a very simplified strategy. We'll dive much deeper into it in the advanced course. Look, guys, the volume profile is calculated for the previous day, not for the current day we're in. So, for example, if this day has opened, we need to check the day before, okay? From the day before, we have a VAH, a POC, and a VAL. Now the price has come, and if you notice, it came here to the VAH, first reached the VAH, showed a reaction, got rejected, and came down. It came to the VAL. It showed a reaction, went up, reached the VAH, again, showed a reaction, and came down. The next day opens. Again, looking back at the previous day, what exactly do we have? Well, we have a VAL, which is the value area low, and we also have a POC, the point of control, and one more thing, VAH. Well, the price very nicely came to the VAL and POC, showed a reaction, and dropped, and we didn't have anything else in its way. And the next day it opens, and we have a VAL, a POC, and a VAH. Okay, guys, look. Well, the price comes on the opening day, stalls exactly on the VAL, and comes down, then goes up again and breaks the VAL. And when it comes down, you see it showed a reaction, goes up again, and when it comes down, it comes up, does a pullback to the VAL, and drops. Okay, guys, I'm explaining this in a very, very detailed way. More specialized topics will be in the advanced course. Again, for example, the next day. I think I explained this to you, right? Or no, we haven't covered this one yet. The VAL remains, which came and reacted so nicely, and here it reacted nicely again, it came here. For example, it did a stop hunt and then moved. This was a very brief explanation about volume profile and its strategies. Okay, well, there's nothing else to explain. Let's move to the next session to talk about VWAP, and I'll explain the difference between VWAP and volume profile very, very briefly.